Welcome, fellow wanderers of the unexplained, to Atlas Anomalies. Today, we're diving into the depths of eerie and spine-tingling abandonments. We're about to uncover the chilling tales behind the 5 most terrifying abandoned places with a creepy story. If you dare, join us on this journey into the unknown. Our first stop takes us to Pripyat, Ukraine. Imagine a city frozen in time, abandoned in the wake of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. Once a thriving city, Pripyat was built to house the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. But on April 26, 1986, the world changed forever. The Chernobyl disaster transformed this bustling community into a chilling, eerie shadow of its former self. Perhaps the most haunting image in Pripyat is the abandoned amusement park. A Ferris wheel frozen in time, an empty carousel, and rusted bumper cars tell the story of an abrupt evacuation. A hasty departure forced by the invisible and deadly enemy, radiation. As you wander the overgrown streets, you'll notice the quiet eeriness that blankets Pripyat. Apartments, schools, and hospitals stand empty, waiting for a past that will never return. And then, of course, there's the Chernobyl nuclear power plant itself, a dark beast at the center of it all. The infamous reactor number 4, the epicenter of the disaster, is still enclosed in a massive concrete sarcophagus to contain the lethal radiation. But Pripyat's story doesn't end there. Many visitors have reported paranormal encounters and inexplicable phenomena within the city's confines. The spirits of those who once lived here, or perhaps those who lost their lives in the disaster, are believed to linger in the shadows. And there's one more thing to keep in mind as you explore this ghost town: the radiation levels. Even today, radiation is a very real hidden danger in Pripyat. Geiger counters click ominously in the background, a constant reminder of the unseen peril. Next, we set sail to the haunting Isla de las Muñecas in Mexico. The island of the dolls floats within the eerie labyrinth of Xochimilco's canals near Mexico City. As you approach, you're greeted by a surreal sight. Hundreds, perhaps thousands of dolls hanging from trees and scattered across the island. Each doll, weathered and disfigured, tells a unique story of eerie devotion. These dolls, once beloved playmates to children, have been transformed into a haunting collection of eerie artifacts. Their lifeless eyes seem to follow your every move, as if they're still trying to be part of the world they were abruptly cast out from. The story behind this nightmarish playground is even more disturbing. It's said that a hermit named Don Julian Santana inhabited this island. He believed that a drowned girl's spirit was haunting him, and in a bid to appease her, he started collecting dolls. The dolls, he believed, would protect him from the vengeful spirit. But over time, Santana's obsession with these dolls became an obsession with the girl's spirit itself. He continued to collect dolls and hang them throughout the island, turning it into a macabre shrine. Perhaps the most unsettling part is that some say they've heard the dolls whispering to each other, their plastic bodies moving as if they're still animated by an otherworldly force. Others have reported seeing the dolls' heads turn to watch them as they pass. Now, our third anomaly takes us to Italy's Poveglia Island, known as one of the most haunted places on Earth. As you set foot on Poveglia Island, you're stepping onto a land that once served as a quarantine station during outbreaks of the plague. The crumbling ruins of the quarantine buildings stand as a somber reminder of the horrors that unfolded here. The atmosphere on Poveglia Island is thick with an inexplicable heaviness, as if the very air is charged with a restless energy. It's believed that the tormented souls of plague victims who suffered and perished on this island continue to linger, unable to find peace. But the darkness doesn't end with the plague. In the early 20th century, Poveglia Island was home to a mental hospital. The treatments here were said to be inhumane, driving the patients to madness. The screams and tormented cries are said to still echo within these walls. Perhaps the most chilling story of all is that of the island's infamous bell tower. Legend has it that a doctor who worked at the hospital was driven to madness by the island's malevolent spirits. He leaped from the tower to his death, but it's said he did not die instantly. The earth beneath the tower is said to be so compacted with the ashes of the plague victims that the doctor's fall couldn't kill him. He was reportedly strangled by invisible hands before he met his end. Now, buckle up for our fourth entry, Body, California, USA. Nestled in the high desert of the Eastern Sierra, Body was once a thriving gold mining town. In its heyday, this dusty outpost was home to thousands, with its saloons, schools, and even a red light district. But as quickly as it boomed, it withered away. What makes Body truly fascinating is its preservation. You see, when the gold ran dry, the town was abandoned, but it wasn't forgotten. Today, it's a ghost town in arrested decay, which means that the buildings have been left as they were in the early 20th century, frozen in time. As you wander through Body, you'll notice something intriguing. It's as if the spirits of the past still roam these dusty streets. Many visitors have reported strange occurrences, whispers in the wind, footsteps in empty buildings, and the eerie feeling of being watched. One of the most chilling stories from Body is the curse that is believed to follow those who take something from the town as a souvenir. Legend has it that anyone who removes an artifact or trinket will be plagued by bad luck until they return it. Finally, we head to Japan's Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima. This eerie place was once a thriving coal mining community, but it was abruptly abandoned in 1974 when the coal industry collapsed. Known as the Battleship Island, this enigmatic isle has a story that will send shivers down your spine. Hashima Island, located off the coast of Nagasaki, is a haunting relic of Japan's industrial past. It was once a thriving coal mining community, teeming with life and ambition. But today, its ghostly, desolate structures tell a different tale. As you step onto the island, you'll be greeted by a maze of narrow streets and crumbling concrete buildings. These structures, once home to miners and their families, have been left to decay, creating a post-apocalyptic setting that seems plucked from a dystopian novel. Beneath the island's surface, a hidden world of coal mines stretches deep into the earth. Miners toiled tirelessly in dangerous conditions, facing the constant threat of cave-ins and accidents. The island's dark history is a testament to their sacrifices. Hashima Island is also a place of paradox. Families lived in claustrophobic apartments, separated from their loved ones. Children attended schools and played in playgrounds while their parents worked in the oppressive mine shafts. So, there you have it, folks. The 5 most terrifying abandoned places, with a creepy story. Each location, with its own sinister history, leaves us with more questions than answers. What secrets do they still hold? Are the spirits of the past still lingering? Only one way to find out. Embark on your own journey of the unknown. If you enjoyed this spine-chilling adventure, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for more mysterious explorations on Atlas Anomalies. And remember, the world is full of enigmas waiting to be unraveled. Until next time, fellow adventurers,